Number 1 needs a Star Trek. Strange New Worlds love story. And I have the perfect crazy idea for her partner. If there's one character in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds who deserves more than just command responsibilities and cryptic backstory reveals, it's Una Chin Riley, better known as Number 1. Rebecca Romijn's portrayal has given us a Starfleet officer who's unshakably competent, deeply loyal, and quietly mysterious. She's the first officer every captain dreams of having, but what she hasn't had yet is a true personal storyline that lets her guard down. Strange New Worlds has explored Pike's fate, Spock's romances, Lon's grief, and even Chapel's emotional struggles, but Una remains mostly defined by duty. It's time for that to change. And the solution? Give Number 1 a love story. Not just any love story, but one as bold, unexpected, and character-defining as she is. My crazy pitch. Pair her with a non-humanoid alien partner who challenges everything she knows about identity, empathy, and leadership. Why Una needs love in the first place. Una's arc so far has revolved around her Illyrian heritage. She's a genetically modified being trying to reconcile her right to serve with Starfleet's anti-augmentation laws. That secret put her career, and even her freedom, at risk. While that story resonated, it also positioned Una as someone perpetually defined by her difference. A romance storyline could expand on that in a deeply personal way. Love would allow Una to be seen not as an officer first, or even as an Illyrian outcast, but as a woman with desires, vulnerabilities, and hopes. It would balance the rigidity of her perfect officer persona with genuine emotional messiness, something Rebecca Romijn could play brilliantly. But Una isn't the type to fall for just anyone. A fling with a fellow Starfleet officer would feel too conventional. She needs something wilder. Something only Strange New Worlds could pull off. The crazy idea. A love beyond human form. Imagine Una falling in love with an alien partner who doesn't take humanoid shape at all. Star Trek has long dabbled in this territory, Odo in Deep Space Nine, the companion in Metamorphosis, or even the crystalline entity. But instead of presenting such beings as strange curiosities or tragedies, Strange New Worlds could actually explore a real relationship with one. Picture this. During an away mission, Una encounters a sentient, energy-based lifeform living within a nebula. The crew sees it as a potential threat, but Una connects with it, first through problem solving, then through genuine communication. The alien, fascinated by her openness and resilience, forms a bond. Over time, this grows into something resembling love, even though it doesn't fit into traditional categories. This isn't about flashy romance scenes. It's about exploring the philosophy of love without boundaries, about how connection can transcend biology, culture, and even corporeal form. And who better than Una, someone who has been told she's too different to belong, to prove that love itself doesn't need to conform to anyone's rules. Why this works for Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds thrives on episodic storytelling with an emotional core. A storyline like this could unfold across a season in subtle arcs, brief encounters with the alien entity, moments where Una sneaks away to communicate with it, debates within the crew about whether such a relationship is even real. It would also give Romijn the chance to show sides of Una we haven't yet seen. Wonder, hesitation, joy, heartbreak. Pike could be her confidant, warning her gently about the risks while also respecting her choice. Spock might analyze the bond with Vulcan detachment, only to admit he understands more than he lets on. And the crew as a whole would wrestle with the classic Star Trek question, what defines personhood? The drama and payoff. Of course, the relationship wouldn't be easy. The alien might not even understand human concepts of permanence or exclusivity. It could exist across multiple dimensions, forcing Una to consider whether she can truly commit to something so alien. The dramatic climax could come when Starfleet decides the entity is too dangerous and orders the Enterprise to cut ties. Una would then face a wrenching choice. Obey her duty or defend the one being who has made her feel truly understood. That decision would test not just her loyalty to Starfleet, but her willingness to claim happiness for herself. Even if the romance ends tragically, which, let's face it, Star Trek often leans toward, it would forever redefine Una's character. She wouldn't just be remembered as Pike's steadfast first officer or the Illyrian who fought for her place in Starfleet. She'd be the one who dared to love beyond the limits of form. Final thoughts. Una Chin Riley deserves a storyline as groundbreaking as the rest of Strange New Worlds storytelling. Giving her a love story with a non-humanoid partner would push the boundaries of Star Trek romance in ways we've never seen before. It's bold, it's strange, and it's deeply fitting for a character who herself exists on the edge of acceptance. Someone or something utterly alien. And in true Star